Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher, was actually a very simple man on a mission to debunk common myths about happiness. Unlike his contemporaries who focused on virtue, Epicurus was all about pleasure, but not the fleeting kind. He dedicated his life to understanding what truly makes people happy, and his conclusions were pretty radical. Epicurus observed the world around him and noticed something interesting. Many unhappy couples were entangled in jealous relationships filled with misunderstandings and bitterness. On the other hand, friendships seemed to bring out the best in people, supportive, trusting bonds that offered genuine joy. This led him to believe that strong friendships, built on trust and shared experiences, were far more reliable for happiness than romantic relationships. But our pursuit of happiness often leads us down misguided paths. We chase money relentlessly, sacrificing time, health, and even our sanity in the process. Epicurus argued that this relentless chase for wealth was a recipe for misery. He believed that meaningful work, where we contribute to something larger than ourselves, brings far greater satisfaction than a hefty paycheck. We also crave fancy houses, idyllic locations, and all the trappings of luxury, believing they'll bring us inner peace. But Epicurus wasn't so sure. He questioned if these external possessions truly calmed the mind. After all, beneath our love for luxury lies a deeper desire for peace and freedom from the chaos of everyday life. So, what did Epicurus believe was the real recipe for happiness? Well, it all starts with prioritizing the friendships that bring us joy. He even went so far as to create a commune where friends lived together, fostering regular connection and support. This way, they could always find someone to talk to, share experiences with, and rely on. Secondly, Epicurus advocated for a downshift. Ditch the soul-crushing job. The members of his commune lived simply, working for themselves and finding fulfillment in their tasks, whether it was farming, cooking, or pursuing creative endeavors. This freed them from the stress and competition of the traditional workplace. Finally, Epicurus believed that true calm comes from within, not from material possessions. He encouraged reflection, meditation, and intellectual pursuits to achieve inner tranquility. By spending time alone with our thoughts, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and what truly brings us joy. The ideas of Epicurus had a lasting impact. Epicurean communities thrived for centuries, influencing even the rise of monasteries. Ironically, Karl Marx's communist ideas were inspired by Epicureanism, though a more complex and ultimately unsuccessful version. The key takeaway from Epicurus' philosophy is this: we often chase happiness through the wrong things. Take a step back, reflect on what truly brings you joy, and be brave enough to change your life to pursue those things. You might find a simpler, more fulfilling path, surrounded by good friends, with just enough to live on and plenty of time for reflection and intellectual pursuits.